Hi everyone. I hope that everyone is doing well. Welcome to this live session. I've decided to do this live video today and have a quick coffee cup reading, looking at the energies for the next 48 hours. There's a lot going on in the skies astrologically. I might try to do some posts for you guys with some astrological updates very soon. That's in my plan. But I wanted to do this coffee cup reading and look into the energy of the next 48 hours. We'll have a new moon, which is going to be sorry, on Monday. And then let's see what this new moon and the other changes in the universe, in the skies, is going to bring us. This is a good time to do this coffee cup reading. I was guided to do this one. So let's start. As you know, I'll do the general energy in the beginning, and then if we have time, we will look at a few questions that you might have. Feel free to leave comments with your questions. When I'm done with the general reading, I'm gonna look into the questions and hopefully um, see what kind of guidance I can provide to you. I also have my tarot cards with me today in case I want to use them. So with that, let's start the reading. Thank you again, all of you, for being here. Let's start the reading. Well, I can see that the female energies are very present here. There is something, I see compassionate energy, a very forgiving energy. I do see the relationship between mother and daughter, or mother and son. Child and mother is very, very strong. It's a strong energy. If your mom is sick, if there's a female energy who needs your attention, it's really a good time to go and visit them. And even if you can go and visit your mom, it's going to be a fantastic reunion or fantastic visit. Energetically, you'll gain a lot, and they might also gain a lot of energy. Or even with your female energy, with your female friends, there's going to be a lot of energy intake, or I don't know, somehow I see female energies can be very, very protective, very, very supportive. If you have a problem, if your boss is a female energy, if your landlord is a female energy, I don't know, like those can be very supportive. You're going to receive a lot of support from them, you're going to receive a lot of guidance from them. There's going to be fantastic and like give and take of energy, and specifically with your mother. I see that moms can, I don't know if you believe in that, like prayers, they can pray for you, or you can give them a gift. Just make them happy. If you make their heart happy, there's gonna be a lot of happy things that will happen for you. So definitely I see that there's money coming for some of you. I see two installments or two portions of money. Someone is trying to sneak out either from your life, or maybe you're trying to sneak out from a difficult situation, something which is bothering you, and you would like to, quietly leave. Or also the guidance is that if you're in a place that you're uncomfortable, or if you feel like things are getting uncomfortable, it's better to quietly leave. Don't argue, specifically in the next 48 hours with the energy of the full moon, because of the way the moon is having aspects with Pluto. Try not to have conflicts. Try not to get into arguments or discussions with people who have no rationale and they're not logic. Just try to quietly leave if it's just something that you think the situation is not saving you. Someone might have a sinus infection, or maybe an eye infection. There might be a problem with health, but again, it's like something, like I said, sinus infection, nothing major. Be careful if you're going to the pool. I see that there might be some kind of infection or some kind of discomfort that you might get from water. So make sure that I don't know how you can make sure, but try to be healthy and try to take care of your health. If you are going to a pool, make sure, I don't know, it's clean and it's hygienic, and take care of your health for sure. I see some people might have some headaches, again, migraine. I see some basically a congestion around your nose, or maybe you have headaches, tension headaches, maybe a migraine. Someone might have cried. or maybe your eyes are irritated. There can be air pollution in some places, and that might cause some like even maybe eye problem for some people. I see that you need to open your eyes. Again, you need to get some clarity. Some of you are just looking at your like at your steps right now. You're not looking at the further what is going to happen. Don't make very quick decisions. Don't make decisions that's going to change your life dramatically. You need to reflect a little bit more. There is a hangman situation. Something is up in the air and you might not receive any clarity as soon as you want. And the reading is telling me that you need to be patient. And again, just try to give it some time. Try to remove it from your head. The best thing you can do, the reading is telling me that you can spend some time with people that give you joy. Don't be focused on your problem. If you have a problem, if you're waiting for something, and for example, if it's a weekend or if you know that you have to wait at least for a couple of days, don't sit those days and think about that problem all the time. Go out, stay with your friends, go to the beach, go to the pool. Try to remove it from your mind and just focus on other things in your life, and that's going to be very, very helpful for you. There are two good news coming, two things that you were worried about, or maybe you even cried about it. It is coming into a nice resolution. A good resolution is coming. For example, if you had problems with specifically with your family or your home, I feel the energy of home, like homeland, maybe even country, your home, maybe your mother, people who you are very close to at home. It depends who you live with. Maybe they had a problem or you have a problem and you might have even cried about it. And this comes to a resolution, with time. So don't be very, very passionate about a fast resolution. Some of you might go to a patient to ask for advice or help, and they will really offer you whatever they can. I see that they will be honestly helping you, and whatever they can, they will give it to you. Someone is landing. I see an opportunity is landing. I see an airplane landing, which is great. Maybe someone is coming. Maybe you go to pick up someone. Maybe you are traveling. There is a lot of excitement and enthusiasm about this trip, about this travel. Or maybe it's not travel and it's just an opportunity that's landing in your life. Maybe it's a person, it's a job opportunity, maybe it's an business opportunity. Maybe some of you are getting pregnant, someone new is coming into your life. That could be a pet, and it is bringing a lot of good energy for you. Again, try to stick around. Again, my advice to you for the next 48 hours, try to stick around to female energies who give you good vibes, who give you positive energy. Even maybe it can be a singer that you love their voice, and just listen to them, or anyone who you think you can get energy from them. That would be very, very helpful for you, specifically with the aspects of Venus and what is going to happen for Venus. Again, female energies are going to be very positive, very productive. If you're a female energy, you're going to be very productive, and people are going to do favors for you. If you ask for a favor, they are going to be accepted. They're going to be, you will hear a lot of, like, you will hear yes answers, and that's actually what you want. So that's the advice. Let's look at the cup and see what we have here. Again, I see some people are going to the pool. If you live somewhere that is now summer, I see that, well, with the heat that you might be experiencing everywhere, I see people up in the pool. Again, I see, be careful with your children. Again, be careful about pool accidents. And as I said, I saw it before. Maybe there is some kind of sickness, sinus infection, something about that. Be careful. Watch your children. If you have children, try to watch them, and not specifically just for in the pool, but in general. Keep an eye on your children or your pets. Definitely there are talks. Someone is openly receiving your thought, like your thoughts, your concerns. If you have a parent or if you have a spouse that you feel like you want to talk to them, this is a very good time. They will sit, they will talk, they will listen to you, and they will really listen to you. They will really be offering a helping hand. So this is a good time to ask for favors if you want. If you are born on the year of horse, I see that well, first of all, your car might need some something that needs to be fixed. Or if you have a horse, I don't know, they might need a visit. I mean, a doctor's visit, or I don't know, a pet visit. If you have a horse, specifically, this is for people who, very few people, not everyone owns a horse, but there is something that you need to pay attention. Your animal might be sick, they might need attention. So I don't know if you have checkups for your pets, like big pets like horses, but anyway, that's what I see. Someone is very busy at home with their kids, with babies. I see a few babies, or there's a baby who's taking a lot of time from you. Someone has been a new mom, and they're experiencing motherhood. Again, energy of motherhood is very, very present. I see someone is juggling with a lot of things, very busy time is coming, or things have been very busy. You need to take some time and spend time with your, like even if you live with your parents, or specifically with your spouse or children. But I see that someone feels that they have been neglected, specifically your romantic partner, due to something. I don't know, someone is busy at work, someone might have been sick, someone might have been away, someone might have been absent emotionally, and the other party is feeling like they have there's a gap that you need to fill. I see fire, energy of fire. Be careful, it's going to be very, very hot in some places. Try to water your plants, bring food or water for animals if you can, if they're around you, for your pets. Don't leave them in the car. Just be careful with them and with the children, and also with the elderly, those people who cannot take care of themselves. I see love and romance for some of you. Someone is returning. If someone has been sick, they are returning back to life. If someone has been gone, they are returning. Some people might have, some of you are thinking about someone who's passed, or the relationship has ended, but they are very, very present in your mind. And I see this as a woman, as a business, even a businesswoman or working woman. Well, this is very specific and very strong. I see a relationship that has ended, and I specifically see a woman who's going back to work, maybe even, but your person or their person is still thinking about them very, very strongly. There is a time that you might hear from them, they might come, they might call, and there might be still discussions that needs to be taken into consideration. I see someone is getting a haircut. You might decide to get a haircut, or you give your children a haircut, like a very short haircut. I see a little bit of anxiety, but this can be definitely avoided. So try to, I see someone is trying to avoid showing their anxiety, showing their worries. But I see that if they can talk about it, if you can talk about this is going to be much more smoother. Someone is working on their eyelashes or eyebrows. Wow, you might I don't know, getting an extension or something, and you will be very happy with the results. Do it before Venus gets retrograde, because it's not a good time for beauty procedures. That's what I see. Someone is returning to work. I see a lot of soulmates getting together. I don't know if you are going to somewhere, I don't know, like somewhere that people are the same vibration with you. It is going to be a lot of people who are the same vibration. There's a lot of guidance coming for some of you. Thoughts, maybe even maybe in your dreams you receive some kind of download, specifically with the new moon that we have. Pay attention to your dreams those days. I think it's Monday. Your dreams might be telling you a lot of things. Someone is giving you a fake welcome, and you will realize that there's a person that is trying to welcome you or trying to gain your attention, attract your attention, and but that, I feel a little bit of energy of being fake or not real. So be careful about that. There will be live shit on that. Don't make, as I said, quick decisions during this time, during the next 48 hours. Try to analyze what people are telling you and what people are offering you before you really commit or say a yes answer, because there's going to be long-term commitments for someone or for some of you in this time. So try to be wise about it. Take your time. Don't rush. If you don't feel well, I see that this is going to be over. This period of hardships, whatever it is for any of you, if you're experiencing it, it's going to be over. There are changes that are happening for us, all of us, collectively in our lives. We just need to be patient. Okay, that was the reading, and there are more messages, but I think there are still questions in the chat, so I'm going to look at the chat and see what we can get. Please pay attention that these are merely my responses based on the energies that I receive right now, and everyone is always responsible for their important life decisions. But let's see what I can give you as a guidance for your questions in the chat. So hi to everyone. Hello, and thank you so much for being here. So first question, I believe, is from Blue Feather. Okay, why everything has been so difficult? Okay, let's see. What do we need to know for Blue Feather? Why things are difficult? Well, I see that I see disappointment. I see something that didn't turn out as it was supposed to. Something that I feel that is related to a person. I don't know if it's yourself, my dear, or it's someone else in your life that they have left, or they had an influence or a cause in the aspect of your life. For example, it could be, I'm just giving an example. It could be your mom, the way they taught you how to expect from life, the way, or a teacher, the way you were, like, the way you were trained, or the way they told you things have to be. Or it can be just your expectations, or it can be really in relation to someone in your life, because I see that you relate that, or maybe you are just trying to compare things with other people. That's what I'm really seeing. For all of us, I mean, we have to always compare ourselves with our own situation. There is something that you regret about. There is something that you feel are lost opportunities. What I can tell you from my limited knowledge and about you, and what the images are really telling me here, that's merely what I sense, and that's what I'm saying. You know, you need to stop thinking about the past, that's for sure. You need to put the past in the past. And because you keep thinking about what went wrong in the past, and for example, you say, oh, last 5 years, this is what happened. Oh, I didn't like this, and also I lost that, and this is not what I wanted, and also this didn't work. Oh, by the way, I also missed this opportunity. And you know, you keep reviewing the past, which had maybe some misfortunate things for you, and you just look at the empty glass. That's what I'm seeing here. There needs to be a shift in your life. There needs to be a celebration. You need to celebrate something. Maybe there's nothing to celebrate, but you need to find something to celebrate. At least there's a birthday. At least there's some good event. I feel like it's up to you to change the way you look at things, to be happy. And it's always about what we feel to make us happy. Happiness doesn't come with a material or something that we gain. So entirely it's up to you to feel happy and grateful. And I understand that sometimes life is so difficult. There's really nothing to appreciate. But if you look around and stop comparing yourself or judging your situation with other people who are around you, it's going to give you a much better situation. I see that there are new people coming into your life. I don't know if you are with someone or if you have any children, but I see that at least one child around you. There is going to be enthusiasm. You can change something in your life. Maybe you can get a haircut. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm seriously saying. Specifically, if you have very, very long hair and if you haven't done anything to your hair for a long time, maybe book an appointment, get a nice haircut, change the color or change the style as you wish. If you want, if there's something that you would like to do, start from that, start making a change, because as you said, maybe things are not going as you always wanted and you need a change. Definitely you need to change something. And you also need to be focusing on new things and stop thinking about the past. That's what I'm seeing. And do something. You need to celebrate, and you need to celebrate. And if you start celebrating, it comes in your life much, much more. And if you always think about the worst problems and why things are difficult and everything is hard, they keep coming because you open the door for them in your mind, and negative things come and they never leave. But if you start celebrating, celebrations will come. Be very celebrative, my dear. This is my advice to you. Celebrate everything, every meal you eat. Whatever you can celebrate and be happy about it. And again, cut the connections with the past. If there are people who are toxic from the past, cut the connection. And I wish all the best for you. And I'm very positive that things are going to change for you. I see a beautiful family for you. I see 3 people, very light energy. You need to pass. You need to pass in this time. You need to pass this situation and get to the future. Leave the past. The past needs to rest in the past. That was it for you. The next question, Miss Ba. Work, will you please see when promotion will happen? Okay, let's see if you get promotions anytime soon. Well, I feel like I see that you have big expectations, and I see something like a lump. I don't know what is it. It's a backlog. I don't know if your company is backlogged with promotions or this is something that has been due for a long time. But I do see that, well, number one, some people are still in the queue. They're waiting for that, or they think that there is a, how can I say, like a turn-off event. But I feel like your package is good. Like you are ready to be promoted. What I see here is that they would say, like, yes, he's good or she's good, but there's this person and that person before. So I would say in the next 2, I see number 2, maybe 2, the 2 next promotion cycles. I don't know how they do it annually or twice a year or whatever. But I definitely see that you are in the queue and you are one of the patients, one of the people who is on the list. But again, I see that you're a little bit isolated at work. You need to be a little bit more how can I say, expressive. You have to be more in the meetings. I don't know what you do, but you have to be more present. You have to be in their eye so that they don't forget about you. It's very easy that other people who are more, I don't know, talkative, more presenting, more, you know, in the public, or they're always there. Wherever the boss looks, they are there. I feel like you're a little bit, I don't know if you work remotely or if you're working, I don't know. I feel like you're a little bit isolated. You need to be a little bit up and above and everywhere. Show yourself, show your face more, so that they don't forget you. That's the whole thing. Otherwise, they are happy with you. You are on the right track. I feel like the communications are missing a little bit. Again, they know that you're up for promotion. You're due for promotion, but again, you're in the queue. Just don't make them forget you, because I see that you need to be a little bit more present, a little bit more in connection with them. You have another question about love. So let's see what about love for you. Well, it is coming very, very soon. I see a beautiful, I don't know if you can see it, a shoe or a footstep in your life, which brings, I see it magical, and it brings a lot of positive energy in your life. I would say, as soon as, if you had a relationship, as soon as you're completely out of that relationship, I don't know if you had a relationship or you are thinking still about someone in the past, you had a crush on them, you still think about them, that needs to be completely cut. Or maybe your crush or your ex or whatever it was, as soon as they are gone, like maybe they need to start a new relationship. I know it's out of your hands, but energetically there needs to be no connection. It's happening, I would say, in the end of by the end of the year for sure. There's something coming, and I have to tell you, my dear, I'm seeing some relocation for you as well. I saw it both when for your first question and now here. There might be a relocation for you, that you might even find a job or a love story, a situation that causes you to relocate. And that's actually very, very beautiful. I feel like where you are, you're a little bit isolated and you're by yourself. At least maybe you have friends and family, but I feel like you're a little bit lonely. But this is going to be changed very, very soon. And I see a heart shaped. You really have a beautiful heart. You have a big heart. And very soon you'll find someone who is going to fill this gap in your life. I see children around you. At least I see one child. And I see the child is an air sign. And you will have a dog or a pet, which is actually very nice. So good days are coming. Stay positive. Next question. Gamer. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So when are you going to smile? Smile right now. It's free. Uh, that's what I would advise. But let's see what guidance we can get from you. Well, okay. Well, I don't know if you can see, but I see, look at this person looking at the sky. There is something coming for you. There's a big life event coming. There is some guidance, there is some light shining in your life. I feel like you will take a step up, definitely. I see you in a balloon. So things are going, you're on the right path, and you're going to the right direction. I would say there is something big going to happen in your life. Look at this big star that is shining, and this person is looking at it and is going towards it. I feel like you have a big mission in your life. You might be a person that you have big, like you're very ambitious and you would like to do things in the best way. You're not, I don't want to say you're picky, but you have big ideas, and you want to get into what you deserve, which is very, very nice. That's why you don't get satisfied easily, and you need to, you pay attention to the quality. I can tell you, what I can really tell you is that you're on the right path. And there are things that sometimes mislead you. The way I say it is that there is a very, very bright star that I can see. And it's so bright that sometimes you don't know which direction the light is coming from. So for example, if the sun comes behind your door, the light will come from this window, from that window, from the door, and you don't know exactly where you should go. So you keep opening all the doors because the light is coming from each door. It's not a small little light that you can say, oh, I can see it's coming from this window, so I have to go. It's so bright that you can't really say which direction you have to go. I see a little bit of confusion in your past. You have been going in different paths. Maybe you have been changing your decision many times, or maybe you thought now this is the right thing to do. You went a little bit towards it and it was not what you wanted, and you had to come back. So that's why you were not satisfied. What I see is the reason is that what I see, and it can be wrong, but I will just have to tell you because this is what I feel and see, is that you need to focus on more than one thing at a time. I see that you were focusing on one thing for a couple of years, and if it was not working, or if it didn't work well, or if it didn't go the way you wanted, of course you will get disappointed and you're like, okay, this didn't work. But if at the same time you have to do multiple things, and you can do that, but I see that you are a very focused person. You focus on one thing and you want to do it in the best way possible, and that's why sometimes if that thing doesn't work, you have lost everything. So don't put your eggs, all of them, in a one basket. It can be emotional, for your emotional decisions, for your life decisions, for your romance, everything. But I'm gonna tell you, there is a big surprise coming in your life. In general, you are on the right path. I see a little bit of confusion. You're sometimes confusing yourself, or because some of us, it's very easy for us to get confused and we confuse ourselves. So try to be honest about your feelings with yourself. What you don't want to do, don't do it. Say no to people if you don't want to do it. This is another thing that I can see. But again, I have to tell you, there is a big energy, positive energy in your life, which is going to surprise you. And I'm sure that hopefully very soon you come back and tell me that you have got what you wanted. And the way that you say no matter how hard you try, I understand and I can see that you are trying very hard. But as I said, it's a little bit one dimension. You focus on one thing and you try so hard, but try to be involved in more things if you have time. Try to learn about new things, try to advance your knowledge, and try to a little bit be more even social. Try to get more connections, and that's how you'll find your path. There is a beautiful light in you. You have a very beautiful soul, and I see that you're guided. You're very guided, and I'm sure you'll be on the right path. Okay, for Rose, about her online business, will the business be successful? Let's see for Rose. Wow, look at this trophy, Rose. Wow, yes, it is going to be successful. Wow, there is celebration. You're going to be very happy. But be careful. I don't know what is your business. I can see that number one is going to bring you a lot of money. I think you can see the bag of money. But you have to be patient. I see that you have to have negotiations or communication with people. There might be some people that you need to talk to. I don't know I'm sure it's a business with other people that are involved, but if it's our customers, you need to make sure that the quality is very good, the quality of support, the customer service, the quality of what you're selling. If you're selling something, specifically if you're selling goods or whatever it is, you need to wrap them beautifully. The wrapping or the packaging needs to be very good. Look at this. You need to, because I see something which is wrapped very nicely. Even maybe take advice from people, from professional people, how to wrap about the packaging. If it's not goods, you still try to present your work in a very nice way. The key to your success is the way you present. I don't know if it's yourself that you're presenting and you're selling some service, or you're selling goods. The wrapping, the packaging should be very good. But I see huge success for you. Bag of money. And I see something golden. So maybe golden packages or whatever you're doing. I don't know, but I see color yellow or golden is going to be the logo. Maybe you need to do a beautiful logo, and that's going to help you. Okay, next question. Will my finances get better soon for healings of the ancient ancestors? Or is the finances getting better for this person? Let's see if the finances is getting better. Well, I see that I don't know if you have debts. There are debts, or there's something that you need to clear away from, or maybe there's something that you haven't paid, or you haven't, maybe there is a loan, or maybe your credit card is loaded. It's telling me that you need to pay this debt before the pavement, I don't know, the road is clear. There's something that you need to pay. I don't know, maybe you say you don't have any debts, but there is something, maybe even with the government, or maybe some kind of loan that you received, or maybe you got money from someone, specifically maybe if your mom, your mother, or your family member, that maybe you have forgot. Maybe it's a small amount of money. To be honest with you, I say that you have to give something to get something. And this is something, again, that you might have asked for, or someone gave it to you and you forgot. Maybe even they didn't, or you didn't think that you have to give it back. For example, your mom paid something for you, or your sister did. There is a blockage in that. And there is a karmic blockage with someone in your family, and I see them as a female energy. Or specifically, if someone asks you for money and you didn't owe them any money, but they just came and asked you for money, maybe like your, even specifically if it's a female, and if specifically it's a senior, that they ask you for money, and I know that you didn't have any obligation to pay them, or you didn't need to give them back, but try to help them if that you can, and this is going to open the doors for you hugely. So that's my advice. Your business, your finances will get better. There is a little bit of money that you need to pass, you need to spend on other people. You need to show a gesture to the universe so that the universe will pay you back. And that's how this reading is telling me it's going to bring you a lot of finances, growth, a lot of financial opportunities will come to your door. That will be something that will help you. That's my advice and guidance to you, my dear. And about your business, you're asking, let's see, how about your business? I see that there's a scattered money coming. It's not very, and it's not, sometimes you think it's not worth it, or it's not as much as you spend time and energy, it's not giving you back the amount of the money that you, and I see you are, I don't know, things are scattered. I see scattered energy. You need to pull things together. You need to work more in focus. I don't know exactly what it is, the business, but you need to be more in focus. If you're doing something like an online, I don't know what it is, like if you make content, it needs to be more focused. It needs to be more better presented. It needs to be a little bit more organized, put and spend more time. Maybe you need to get better equipment, better ideas. Otherwise, it's going to go like just this. It's good and bad. It's, up and down. But if you kind of sit and think about it, strategize, it's going to be very, very helpful. And again, I'm seeing that some people, they might ask for your help. So help them. If you can even do some free services, and this will just give you, as much as you give the universe will give you back 10, 20, 100 times more. So that's what I see, my dear. I hope that this answers your question. Nuri, my husband's business and of finance. Let's check that. We're more than 30 minutes. I'm gonna do a few more questions and then we'll close the readings. This is for Nuri. Wow, if one of you are born in a year of horse, I see a big success for you, my dear, either for you or for your husband. If not, I can see that in the year of horse, I'm not sure exactly where it will be, you have a big success coming. I don't know when you're watching, but I see that you might have a relocation, or the business might need to be branched out in other countries or other cities. If you're in the United States, maybe in other states, there is going to be a big change. I see that there is, I see a chess, like someone playing chess. Either you are very careful or your husband is very careful about their business, and they are going very slow because they are thinking about each step like 10 times, and it takes them like 6 months to make a move about the business, and that's delaying everything. That makes everything slow, and they have to go a little bit. I'm not gonna say just make radical decisions. I'm just saying that they need to be a little bit more quick. I see that they are a little bit slow in general, and they want to take time and think and analyze, and then by the time that they do that, maybe the prices are different, maybe things are changing, the shipping is different, maybe things are slow and customers are not happy. This is what I see, my dear. This is what you need to reflect to him, or he needs to think about it. It's better to, and the other thing is that he needs to think about his decisions before he actually starts. For example, he puts something for sale, or he starts, I don't know, he has something, and then while this is happening, he's now changing his mind, and he's thinking about other ways that maybe this can be done better. This is what is telling me is delaying his success, is delaying his business bringing a lot of money. If they are, if he's in the shoe business, just random. I see that. I'm just saying, if it's shoe, like selling shoes or making shoes, or I don't know, this is going to be very, very good. Somehow I see a big shoe. So if that's the business, well, it's going to be very lucky. And if it's not that business, there is going to be a new step, a new footstep. Maybe you need to hire someone. He has to hire someone, a professional who can give him advice, just temporarily, to solve the problems, maybe strategically for communications, for marketing. He might need some help for the marketing. And yes, this is going to be helpful, and this is going to go in the right direction. So that's what my advice would be. Thank you, everyone. I think that's it. I'm gonna close the reading. One last question. Okay, you're asking, this is for me, Spa. If you'll be an EVP, is it possible? Well, let's see. I hope I got the question right. I think you want a yes or no answer. I will try to give you a yes or no answer. Well, I see a hummingbird. So I feel like you are asking for something that will happen very quickly. But you need to stay in this position for a long time. You need to, you are looking at it very, this is a little bit rushed. And I feel like you are, again, I'm seeing a hummingbird. So the answer is yes. But just make sure this is what you want, because you might be there, you might get what you want, experience it for a while, and then you're like, that's not really what I wanted, and then you want to change. But to answer your question, yes, you will get there. But again, you might want to think about what you wish for. It's nothing bad. It might just not what you really want. There might be some other things that you will prefer to explore as well. But yes, you can get there. You will be very successful. But I see that you're like a hummingbird. You go from this flower to another flower to another flower very quickly, very rapid, very fast. You talk really fast. You are a very fast person. Be a little bit more tranquil. Try to experience things, and before you reject them or before you change your mind, try not to change your mind very quickly. So that was it, my dear souls. Thank you so much for all your attention. As you know, July readings are out. Please go and check them for your sign, sun sign, moon, and rising. I'll try to do more live sessions. And thanks again. Love you all. Thank you, and stay blessed.